Hi everyone, and welcome to. Let's stop this. Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw. I am Tony Schiavone, here with Trini Kwan and with Corey Graves. And today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw, we're going to see another match between Rex and MJF, or Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. Tony Schiavone said, "Yes, we are," Trini Kwan said. Those two fought yesterday on Power or Might, and neither of them are starting to have a hang up or a bond between each other, Trini Kwan said. "I tell you one thing," Corey Graves says. "Rex, I don't think anyone's ever going to see him as a TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter." Tony Schiavone and Trini Kwan. "But I'm going to tell you one thing. Oh, he's a good wrestler. He's a good fighter. But I don't think he's at MJF's league. Or Maxwell Jacob Friedman's league. At least that's what I think." And speaking of this, we forgot to put this thing down. "So, MJF, you seem to think that you're greater than me. You wanted to shame me yesterday on Power or Might and say, oh, well, you didn't win the Royal Rumble. You didn't win the Kingly Loudness. Oh, it looks like you're not going to be fighting me for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings," which is bullshit. All you are is a bully, a heel, and a creep. That's all you are. You want everyone to on-look you, but you don't want to give on-look to anyone else. So, I'm telling you right now that I'm going to take away your TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings. And then at the end of the day, it's going to be me fighting Mora and not you. And you want to shame me for coming from the Dollar Tree back in 2020 YL? Well, you came from Amazon in 2021 YL, so I could shame you for that. Oh, Rex, you seem to think that you're so great. Yeah, you did come from Dollar Tree back in 2020 YL when COVID COVID started in 29 between, but it didn't really pick up until 2020 YL. And I'm here to tell you, yeah, I may have came from Amazon or Strong Woman, two offshoots of me, which I don't understand why that was. But at the end of the day, I did something, Rex, you'll never do. I became the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. I became a former TWF tag team fighter with The Miz. I became the AEW heavyweight fighter too. And just how long did it take you to get there? Oh, Rex said it took you about 3 years to get there. Because first it went to Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose and Kenny Omega and Adam Page and then CM Punk and then Dean Ambrose and CM Punk and then Dean Ambrose and then Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Yeah, so it took some time, to get to you. So at the end of the day, I'm going to take away your TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings. You want to shame me? Well, I think it's time that I go around and I start shaming you. Yeah, well, too bad. You can wish. Fuck. You can wish all you want. Alright, that's enough, Astronema says. Rex, you do bring up some grounds of being shamed, and I'll give you that. You know, MJF, sometimes you just like to be a bully, hill, and a creep. And a troll. And you think you're so great. You know what Astronema says? You slighted me yesterday when you said I was a Stephanie McMahon wannabe. Well, if that is so true, then how about I start making your life a living hell the same way Stephanie McMahon known to have done it when she was the main overseer of SmackDown, the main overseer of Raw. She was the half owner of WWE and also the head business fellow at WWE during all her good runs and heel runs. And let's not forget about what happened in McMahon Helmsley team, what happened in all those other teams she was the head of. So today, MJF, you get to go one-on-one with Rex for the TWF Heavyweight and World Heavyweight winnings. And guess what, Ecliptor says? This match starts now. Oh yeah, Astronema. The nearest thing we had to Adam Pearce and Shawn Michaels and Santino Marella. Yeah. You gonna want to guilt but yourself, Astronema says. Well, we just heard from Astronema. We just heard, and guess what Ecliptor says? That match is starting now, MJF. Well, we just heard from Ecliptor. We heard from Astronema and Ecliptor. This match is going to happen now. This is for the TWF Heavyweight and World Heavyweight winnings. First, he is Rex from the Dollar Tree. And he is the TWF Heavyweight and World Heavyweight fighter. And Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. Well, we do know one is most likely going to be unbonded for the other. So if he does take a loss, which one is he going to lose, Tony Schiavone says. I would think most likely he's going to lose he's going to lose the World Heavyweight winnings. Trini Kwan said that he's going to lose the TWF Heavyweight winnings. Well, to tell you the truth, Tony Schiavone and Trini Kwan, I don't think MJF is going to lose any one of those winnings. At least not to some deadweight doll that came from Dollar Tree, Trini Kwan said. Corey Graves said. Tony Schiavone said, MJF beating up Rex. And MJF has behaved like a bully, a heel, and a creep and a troll to everyone who he's ever dealt with. He makes his forgivenesses for why he behaved in, ZCW, MLW, NWA, and AEW. If he'd go to WWE, how do you think they would handle him? Tony Schiavone says, and bodies back suplex by MJF. I don't know, Trini Kwan said. WWE already has The Miz. They already have someone that behaves like MJF, so I don't think they need another bully, heel, and a creep, Trini Kwan says. And Rex getting beat up right now, Trini Kwan said. Yeah, Rex can't really do anything. Oh! Yeah, well, and somehow, someway, Godzilla became the TWF Heavyweight and World Heavyweight fighter many times, Trini Kwan said. And he somehow was between a deadweight and a Lindworm. Body slam. Corey Graves said, yeah, but at least Godzilla's king of the fiends. At least he could do a lot more in the ring than Rex can do. Rex right now, coming up, down on MJF. Maxwell Jacob Friedman is in a bind right now of his own making, Tony Schiavone said. He'd been hit by a tail by Rex. Hey, he didn't make this bind. He didn't make this hang up, Corey Graves said. This was all Astronema's doing. He didn't do any of it, Corey Graves says. Yeah, he did, Trini Kwan said. He slighted her yesterday. He slighted her today. MJF. Rex is going to get ready to win the TWF win the World Heavyweight winnings. Oh, MJF is losing it here. 1, 2, and only a kick out. Rex thought he was going to win this here. Oh, MJF. Oh, it's over here. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, and still the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, MJF. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Well, Maxwell Jacob Friedman is still the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter right now, Tony Schiavone says. And you see he's putting back on his Jewish scarf or whatever if scarf is a English word or not. Tony Schiavone said some of the Jewish folk wear their hats, some of them wear their scars. I don't really know beyond that. You know. Tony Schiavone said, but MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, is still the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. He beat Rex from the Dollar Tree again here on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw. Yes, he did, Trini Kwan said. Once again, the bully, the heel, the creep, the troll, MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, still keeps the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings, Trini Kwan said. Well, Corey Graves said, you know, he's going to shift out to be the greatest TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter we ever had in some time, Corey Graves said. And that's saying something for a winning. One, it goes back to now between 93 YL with Earthquake, and one, it goes back to 2001 YL with Hulk Hogan. So yeah, that means a lot, Corey Graves says. Well, now we're going to hear from Renee Young now, because Renee Young now is now going to be talking with Rex, who just, you know, alright, Rex, we understand that you didn't win the TWF. Oh gosh, shut the lights off. Now it's getting bright now. Well, Rex, we understand you didn't win the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings. No, but at least I showed MJF I wasn't to be fucked with. You know, everyone in this world should have love and onlook and kindness given to them. MJF, yeah, you may have beat me, but I showed you that I could wrestle you and I could fight you like anyone else. And you know what? Yeah, may I did come from the Dollar Tree. May need be that I'm not as so. Yeah, that might be true. But you can shame me for coming from the Dollar Tree all you want. But at least I stood up to the bully, the heel, the creep, the troll. Yeah, I didn't win the match. I didn't win the fight. But I'm still here. I'm still doing what I'm doing. You might still be the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, but for how long? If it's not me, then more is going to take it away from you. Well, that was my talk with Rex. Back to you, Tony Schiavone. Well, thank you, Renee Young, for talking with Rex here today. Here today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw. I am Tony Schiavone for Trini Kwan and Corey Graves. We hope you like Monday Night Raw or Alone Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.